girls and boys, today I want to read about ladybugs. The best way to learn about something is to read a nonfiction book. Nonfiction means it's a teaching book. It'll teach you true facts about a topic. The topic of this book is ladybugs. The title of this book is It's a Good Thing There Are Ladybugs. The author of the book is Joanne Mattern. Now this is a nonfiction book. It has photographs in it. So there's not going to be an illustrator because illustrators draw pictures. This book is using photographs taken with a camera. Most nonfiction books have photographs in them. It's a Good Thing There Are Ladybugs by Joanne Mattern. Here's our table of contents. In a nonfiction book, one of the first pages that you'll see after the title page is the table of contents. It's a Good Thing is on page 5. Tiny Insects is on page 10. Staying Safe is on page 14. A Ladybug's Life is on page 21. Creature Feature Fun is on page 28. The Glossary is on page 31, and the Index is on page 32. If we wanted to read about the author of this book, we could go to page 32. If we wanted extra facts, we could go to page 32. 32 has a lot of information on it. So the glossary is like a little dictionary of the special words in the book. And the glossary is a text feature in nonfiction books that is located in the back of the book, near the index. The index has the special words in the book, but it tells us what page those words are on. I think I'm going to go to page 31 and read about the special words that I need to know in order to understand about ladybugs. 31. Oh, this is my favorite kind of glossary. It's a picture glossary with definitions. Antenna, and it gives me a picture up close of their antenna. Antennae are long, thin feelers on an insect's head. Aphids. I've heard them called aphids, and I've also heard them called aphids. Now it can't be this, because that's the ladybug. Maybe it's all these little tiny black ones. Let's look carefully and closely. Yep, those little black things are insects. I see legs on them. And it tells me the definition is insects. They're harmful. Harmful insects that suck the juices out of plants. Oh, those can't be good for plants. Hibernate. To hibernate means spend the winter in a deep sleep. There's a picture of ladybugs, and they're all piled together. Maybe they all hibernate together. Predators. Animals that eat other animals. Okay, so now that I know those 4 words, I might be able to understand more about this topic. The main topic of this book is ladybugs. Every page will be about ladybugs. Doing a picture walk, I can see a ladybug on every single page. What a wonderful diagram that is. Yep, ladybugs on every page. So the main topic is ladybugs. It's a good thing. Many people like ladybugs because they are pretty. Some people even think they bring good luck. But ladybugs are more than just lucky. It's a good thing there are ladybugs. Ladybugs are good friends to farmers and gardeners. That is because ladybugs eat harmful insects called aphids. Without ladybugs, aphids would kill a lot of plants. Oh, here's a caption. This caption goes with this photograph. See how the caption is written in smaller text than the real text? Captions give us more information about the photograph. This caption says, "A ladybug munches on aphids." See, this ladybug is eating up all those aphids, and the aphids are bad for plants. That must be why farmers and gardeners like ladybugs. Here's a fun fact. During its lifetime, a ladybug may eat up to 5,000 aphids. That's a lot. Ladybugs are food for other animals such as frogs, wasps, spiders, and dragonflies. Here's a caption about this photograph. The caption gives us more information about the photograph. Captions are an important text feature in nonfiction books. This caption says, "This unlucky ladybug got caught in a spider's web." Yep, there's the ladybug, there's the spider, and that's not a lucky thing for a ladybug. So what sort of animals eat ladybugs? Frogs, wasps, spiders, and dragonflies. Tiny insects. A ladybug is an insect that is part of the beetle family. Like other insects, ladybugs have 6 legs. They have 2 sets of wings and 2 antennae. Their bodies have 3 parts: head, thorax, and abdomen. Here's a diagram of a ladybug. A diagram is a nonfiction text feature that shows us all the parts of something and labels the parts for us. Labels are very important. Legs: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are not legs, these are antennae. See, the arrows are very careful to tell us which ones are legs and which ones are antennae. This is the head, this is the thorax, and this is the abdomen. All insects have 6 legs and 3 body parts: head, thorax, abdomen. Is a ladybug an insect? Yes. All ladybugs are less than 1/4 of an inch, or 2/3 of a centimeter, long. They have round or oval bodies. Ladybugs can have red, orange, yellow, pink, black, or brown shells. Their shells may have spots, stripes, or no markings at all. This is a harlequin ladybug. This is a 22-spot ladybug. He does have more spots than normal. This is a 2-spot ladybug, and this is a yellow-shouldered ladybug. So although most of the time when we draw a ladybug, it's red with 7 black spots, there are many types of ladybugs. Many different kinds. Here's a fun fact. Ladybugs are also known as ladybird beetles and lady beetles. Staying safe. Ladybugs have several ways of protecting themselves. The insect's hard front wings, called the elytra, protect its body from other insects and small predators. So the hard red part on the outside of this ladybug, they're wings, but they're just hard front wings, and they protect the rest of its body from insects and small predators that could eat them. Remember, we learned a key detail about what predators eat ladybugs already. Do you remember what other animals eat ladybugs? If you didn't remember, you can always go back and find out. Frogs, wasps, spiders, and dragonflies. This part where it says staying safe, that's the heading for this page. It gives us a good clue about what we're going to learn. All of this information about ladybugs is about how they stay safe, and the heading says staying safe. It gives us a good clue. Ladybugs can also give off a nasty liquid from their legs. Any animal that tries to eat the ladybug will find that it tastes terrible. The bright markings on the ladybug shell are more than just decorations. They warn enemies that ladybugs taste bad. This photograph shows us the liquid. Here's another fun fact. The most common ladybug in North America is the 7-spotted ladybug, which has a shiny red and black body. So although there are many different kinds of ladybugs, that one is the most common that we see in America. If an animal attacks, the ladybug might play dead. It lies very still until the predator goes away. Let's look carefully at this photograph. He's on his back, and the caption tells us a ladybug stays very still until it feels safe. A Ladybug's Life. A Ladybug's Life. This subheading or heading tells us about a ladybug's life. So all the information that we're going to read underneath of this heading will be about the ladybug's life. Ladybugs lay eggs on the bottom side of leaves in a garden. The young ladybugs hatch in a few days. They are called larvae. The larvae are very hungry and start eating aphids right away. So here are the eggs. And after the eggs hatch, the larvae come out. So baby ladybugs do not look like grown-up ladybugs. They go through different stages of their life. Ladybugs lay eggs, and out of the eggs come larvae. And the larvae are very, very hungry, and they start eating aphids right away. A female ladybug can lay as many as 2,000 eggs in her lifetime. The larvae grow quickly. They shed their skin several times before reaching full size. The larva then becomes a pupa. Inside the pupa case, an amazing change is taking place. After 2 weeks, an adult ladybug comes out. So this photograph has a caption and it says, "This shows a ladybug pupa on a leaf." So the ladybug has an egg. Out of the egg crawls a larva. The larva eats and grows and sheds its skin lots of times. Then it curls up and becomes a pupa and makes a hard case on the outside of itself. It stays in there about 2 weeks and changes. And when it changes, it turns into a ladybug. Just like caterpillars become butterflies, larvae turn into ladybugs. Ladybugs hibernate or sleep in winter. When spring comes, it is time for the ladybugs to wake up and start eating aphids again. So yeah, all of these ladybugs are tucked up together and they all hibernate through the winter and they wait for spring. And when spring comes, they start eating aphids again. A hibernating group of ladybugs may contain thousands of insects. Wow, that sure is a lot. After they awake, these gardeners' friends get right to work helping people again. It's a good thing there are ladybugs. Ladybugs are good for protecting plants from harmful insects, providing food for animals such as spiders, and adding beauty to the garden. Creature Feature Fun. As ladybugs age, the color of their spots begin to fade, so they're not as dark. Ladybugs breathe through openings found on the sides of their bodies, so they don't have nostrils to breathe through like us. A ladybug can pull its head back into its body. Most ladybugs are helpful, but some, including the Mexican bean beetle and the squash beetle, do eat plants. Here's some riddles. What's the only insect that's not allowed in the boys' bathroom? A ladybug. What is the only thing smaller than a ladybug's mouth? A ladybug's dinner. Okay, so here's our glossary, the picture dictionary for the special words in this book. And this is just more creature feature fun. Not all nonfiction text features have creature feature fun in the back of the book. That's not something that all nonfiction books have, but some of them do. It wants us to know which habitat is right for ladybugs. The desert or a garden? Well, think about it. Gardeners and farmers like ladybugs because they eat the aphids that are bad for their plants. So which picture do you think is where they would live? Probably the garden. And this says, plant a ladybug garden. In some places, there are not as many ladybugs as there used to be. You can help. Aphids love to munch on rose bushes, and ladybugs love to eat aphids. Ask your parents to plant a rose bush or two in your yard, then look for ladybugs and enjoy their hard work. Remember, in the back of a nonfiction book, there's an index. It tells us the special words and what pages they are found on. Thank you for reading this nonfiction textbook about ladybugs. Can you remember 5 details that you learned about ladybugs? Go tell an adult what you learned about ladybugs.